Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk what we do in the shadows. And it's going to be a quick intro today, guys. I am excited for season 3. I love that we've built a new storyline, a new set, the Vampiric Council. I'm curious how much time we're going to spend there this season, but it feels like that's our big thing of the season, if that makes sense. I'll take all the Kristen Shaw I can take. She's amazing. But yeah, let's just mix it up a little. I love the new dynamic with Guillermo, now that he's no longer familiar so much as a bodyguard. Let's see what adventures we get into this week. So this is episode 3 of season 3, and it's called Gail.
The fuck is Nandor? Nandor has taken to slipping away from the house at odd times recently, which is very annoying for me. Because unfortunately, I need his help with an extremely crucial task. Updating the Vampiric Council's website.
Oh.
I don't even know what the website
Oh
is.
my god. Why?
He's been disappearing to the penny pornos, where men pay a cent to sit next to each other and whack off. Why would he lie about that? I wouldn't care. I'd tell everyone that's where I go.
I should know where he's at all times. I'm his bodyguard. Rise and shine, sleepy. Ah! And that is not Nandor.
Who's
I
that?
honestly have no idea where he's going.
Is that just a
Me
corpse?
personally, I couldn't give a shit where he goes. But I don't want the others to think that I'm not down to clown at the drop of a hat.
Colin's always down to clown.
Sounds like he's in distress. You better break the door down.
Oh, hi, guys. Remember Gail? I am inside her right now.
Hi, Gail. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys. Alright, that's Gail. Who's Gail? We remember her. I'm gonna guess she's not one of the 37 wives.
Your boy's in love. Gail is coming over tonight and everything has to be perfect. We have been what you might call off and on over the past 30, 40 years.
Okay.
I simply cannot keep away. She lounges in t-shirts sparing the image of musical poet Robert Seeger. And her favorite brand of yogurt is strawberry vanilla crunch.
That's a lot of yogurt. You don't eat yogurt.
It's for Gail.
Gail. Of course I'm happy for my master. Why wouldn't I be?
Yes, we are familiar with Gail.
Now, you're taking a risk there, because my wife hates Gail more than anyone in the world.
I have no issue with Gail. What I have a problem with is every time her and Nandor get back together, she gets his hopes up that he can turn her into a vampire, and then she always says no, and then he always gets heartbroken. It really breaks my heart to see him like this.
All right, all right. I mean, we all know you hate the woman. That much is clear.
I like her. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that what I think it is?
No, it's not, you little pervert. It's an engagement ring. We're going to be together for eternity.
What the hell is that?
What?
That book.
Just another book.
No.
Which one?
Cornelius Dong's Adventures in the Boner Brigade.
Exactly. That never came out in hardback, which means it's a fake. What the fuck?
Oh. Secret library door.
My jalopy.
Your what?
My
She
jalopy.
is.
I didn't even know you could drive.
Well, I can't.
I'm an excellent driver, Rain Man.
The Vampiric Council confiscated my beloved jalopy to punish me for transporting minors across state lines. I always wondered where they hid it away. And it's been right under my
Frickin'
nose the
minors.
entire time.
I totally agree.
Agree with what? I didn't say anything.
She needs to die.
Come on, we all know that you kind of think that.
I don't dislike Gail. It's because we're women.
Put your differences aside and just talk to a woman to woman.
About what am I sitting on?
Oh, I'll take care of that. Don't worry.
Shame it wasn't his face.
Just a corpse.
Is this good? Here? Oh,
Hello,
a
Gail.
fireplace. Romantic. Nandor's an acquired taste, I'd say. Like sardines, maybe. A few years go by, and you're like, how come I never eat sardines anymore?
Oopsie.
Oh.
Sorry, I was just didn't mean to.
Oh, come in, come in. We were just
Put-
dancing
put-
in between
put on.
cunnilingus.
Hello, Gail.
On top of the rain that we've been having, it's like, you know,
Too
Ah.
much water.
too much.
What's it run on?
Petrol and coal.
Hybrid.
You might say. It's called a Stutz Laszlo. They only made 4. They gave 1 to Henry Ford, and then he gave his one to his hero, Mussolini.
Seems about right.
We can go wherever you want. Montenegro, Côte d'Azur,
I
you name it.
don't think you
Buffalo?
can.
Let's do it.
Buffalo.
All right.
Yes.
Sounds kinda
now we're
fun.
talking.
Road
Little
trip to
adventure?
Buffalo.
Come back to Swittle.
What's
Oh,
the problem?
There's a block down here. Let me get it.
we just ran over Colin Robinson.
I have no reflection in the rear view mirror.
You don't, but I do.
I think they built this around the car.
It was built around it.
Around the car.
I have a crazy idea.
What?
Are you in?
Right.
Oh, God.
Shit. Sorry, man. Did I get you? Do what? I don't know if it can do that.
It can do that.
Have you seen my genital towel? Gilmore,
Is this it?
give me that. I'm borrowing this towel.
That's my favorite sweater.
We take the car apart here, move it outside, then reassemble it there.
If you buy a German car, you're basically supporting the Nazi party.
I don't know, maybe I've gone soft in my old age, but I've noticed that he looks a bit lonely. I thought I'd spend some time with him. I mean, you could call it my good deed.
I've decided to take pity on the poor guy. I think he just needs a friend.
Oh.
What is this?
I don't know. A wiggle is what you called it.
The man knows his cars.
My dad was really dynamic and outgoing, kind of a RuPaul type, but in the 20s. And my mom, I don't really remember my mom anymore.
Did your mum die when you were young?
No, she's just boring. Still is.
Oh, a little slapstick never hurt. Oh. Screw all the ancient antiques.
I think Nandor is going to ask you something stupid, pathetic, and get rejected again, as usual.
Nandor knows that Thursday nights are for the gals. Me and Meredith Grey.
But tonight is Saturday.
We gotta go.
Gail, wait!
What's
I
Saturday?
wanna go to Nandor. Gail!
She's a werewolf.
Fucking hell!
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, Nandor, what have you done?
What the fuck, you two? You shattered the crystal blood chalice of Vlad the Impaler himself, and you tore the shroud of urine.
Wait.
Shroud of urine.
If there wasn't a giant red button. Oh, the magic of mechanical garage doors.
Okay.
I've got to go call the insurance people. They're gonna rip me apart.
Oh, they got her deal with insurance. I love it. I don't feel like this is gonna work. Oh my God.
You ready to rock? Yeah.
We're just gonna explode, aren't we?
Shit.
Just kidding. I'm fine. Slow fire.
She's only recently been turned into a werewolf, which is the proper term for female werewolf.
I don't think that's right.
We are the leaders of the Vampiric Council. How do you think it looks that one of our own is porking our mortal enemy? Guillermo, say something, please.
I just want whatever makes my master happy.
Correct answer, Guillermo.
It's not gonna last.
It's-
The only crime that my Gail is guilty of is stealing. Stealing my heart.
Oh, amo.
I know that you have some personal differences with Gail. It's
I
only
don't hate
natural
her.
As a woman.
I don't dislike Gail because she's a woman, okay? I'm not going to do thrust exercises with a dog.
Please, for me.
Fine. I'll go.
Hi, werewolves.
Well,
Greetings.
They're just chasing dogs at cars.
I haven't even seen Gail yet.
Was that her over there with that werewolf?
Anton is a guy that I date sometimes who happens to be a werewolf, and he happened to turn me into a werewolf, too.
My name's Guillermo de la Cruz. Not only am I his bodyguard, I am also
The protector of his heart.
heart guard.
Guys, did we remember to take our heart guard this month? Or
Yeah,
we're gonna get
ringworms.
All right.
We get it. Nobody trusts each other.
Yeah, got it.
The only way to resolve this is a free-for-all. To the death.
Oh,
No, stop. There's a better way, Twilight style.
What's that?
what is...
The movie.
Never seen Twilight.
Twilight. We should just play kickball.
Kickball in the snow. Ah.
I'm sure Gail's completely satisfied with your tiny little back dick.
I'll give you a bad dick! Proportionally, it is quite normal, but it is slightly teensy and ineffective. I mean, it's a bad dick. You know?
Matt!
It's over.
Did he touch the bases though?
Pretend the ball is Gail's head! I don't dislike Gail! That was an accident!
Shit.
No, I'm not gonna building! That was an accident!
I like this woman.
You kicked the ball in her head and now she's dead.
Accidentally.
Did we kill Gail?
I know what to do.
Are we gonna turn her? Ow.
What happened?
She's alive!
I didn't kill her.
Did we kill her? She just got a ball in the face. It's not normally a dying injury.
There is something that I would like to ask you.
Will you marry me?
Gail, Marie, you never told me your last name.
It's just not for me, but hey, you know, maybe in 30 or 40 years down the road, who knows? I mean, we
Frickin'
have
Gail.
all eternity to figure this out. Will you wait for me? Yes?
Forever.
Oh,
Count your pocketbook.
Oh!
oh no! The big ass bat.
Fancy a ride?
Oh, I'll ride on you anytime, my darling.
The rolling coal.
Take my hand.
Hold on to your butts. Whoa, she can really move. Can you hold the hold?
Well, werewolf!
A little Bob Seger to take us out. I don't think there's bad episodes of this show. This was another really fun one. I like that we're mixing up the pairings of our main characters a little bit. I don't think we've ever really spent time with just Colin and Laszlo together, but they sort of had a buddy hangout episode where they're each taking pity on one another. And what better way to do that than by disassembling and reassembling an old jalopy? Side note, I don't think I've ever used the word jalopy before, other than when reading old Archie double digests as a kid, which were reprinting old Archie comics from like the 50s and 60s. That's the only other time I've ever run across that word. But it's a jalopy. I love it. I love that they somehow managed to reassemble it in a completely different way and yet it still works. I love that it's a petrol/coal hybrid. Not for the environment, but just for the absurdity of that. I love that there's only 4 of them in the world, and Henry Ford gave his to Mussolini because, sure, why not? Yeah, just fun to explore that dynamic. So Colin Robinson is... I am so curious about how one becomes an energy vampire. He's been around. So Dad was a RuPaul back in the 20s, did he say? So Colin's been around for at least 100 years. But presumably he didn't turn until later. Honestly, he's done a solid job of, like, remaining modern. He's like the only vampire that's sort of been able to do that. You know, he's tech savvy. He knows all about internet trolls. Compare that to Nadia trying to update the website of the Vampiric Council, which clearly hasn't been touched since 1996. Yeah, but let's face it, this episode was about Gail and Nandor and how men are stupid. This was the men. Well, I mean, like a lot of episodes of this show are all about men being stupid, but this one even more so. I feel we're especially stupid when it comes to women. The women that we get hung up on, the women that keep stringing us along, promising that maybe one day, and we cling to that hope. But I'm fascinated by what happened to Gail at the end there, because apparently Nadia's kickball kick was sufficient to kill her in the stands, but then Nandor turns her into a vampire. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. You drain them of blood and then give them a bit of your own, and that's kind of standard vampire lore. But I didn't think you could do that to a supernatural creature already, i.e. a werewolf. So now, is she still werewolf and now vampire too? When she bats, she turns into this big old wolf bat hybrid, so I'm assuming she has both powers. But she's continuing to string Nandor along, and Nandor will... Yeah, man. I hope he doesn't cling to that hope. I'm with Guillermo on this one. It's not going to end well. But men are stupid. And not just Nandor in this episode. All our men are stupid. Laszlo and Colin don't spot the big red button to drive the car out. None of the men seem to be able to understand that Nadia doesn't hate Gail just because they're both women. Men are stupid. Fully admit it. I'm cool with that. I've proven my stupidity to myself countless times in my life. In any case, I'm curious whether, like, it's fun to bring the werewolves back. I wish we had spent a little bit more time with them this episode. I feel like the reveal came a little late for us to have real fun with it. But, you know, it's been since season 1 that we've dealt with the werewolf thing. It'd be fun if we bring them back. And I love seeing how much this show shoots out on location in Toronto in the middle of the winter. And I'm sure all the actors are just loving it. I'm sure they're just so on board with shooting in -10 and blizzard conditions. And, you know, that's not artificial snow landing on them. That you know, caking their hair. That's just what's happening on set, because Toronto, like Eastern Canadian weather in the winter, not necessarily the best. And they're leaning into it. Why not? I love it. Yeah. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with me here today on Neil Talks. I love your feedback. Love your comments. Thank you so much for doing the fun algorithm things. And until next time, everybody, take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.